On my Harry Potter adventure this weekend, or this week, I guess, I also went to the Harry Potter exhibit in Times Square. I've been dying to go to this, and New York City is the last North American stop, so I was super excited that I got to go. And also my friend is leaving to go to Japan for a year, so at the end of this month, so she wouldn't even be able to try and go see it like before it ends in September, so really glad that she got to see it. The Harry Potter exhibit is basically a museum that you walk through with all these costumes and props and stuff from all of the Harry Potter movies, and it is absolutely amazing. Like, I was just like, oh my gosh, the whole time. So the way it starts out, first you get your picture taken by a green screen, and then at the end they like put a background in it. Our picture ended up looking really bad, so I decided not to get it. I also got the audio tour, which was really helpful, and it adds a lot of like background information. It's narrated by the producer David Haben, and there's interviews with like set designers, people from the art department, the costume designer, stuff like that. So it was really helpful, and it was really awesome to have the audio tour. Once you get to actually go into the exhibit, the first thing you get to do is you get to be sorted. They only pick a few people. My friend got to be sorted, and she got sorted into Hufflepuff, but the way they do it is they like ask you your name and where you're from, and then they're like, oh, do you have a favorite house? And so you'll say, like, my friend said Hufflepuff, and so then they put the sorting hat on your head, and I guess they like press a little button, because then the sorting hat will sort you into the house that's your favorite. So I don't know, but it was really cute. I really wanted to be sorted, but she didn't pick me, she picked my friend, so, and a bunch of little kids, so whatever. After the sorting hat, you go into a room with all these screens in front. It's kind of circular in the front of the room, and it kind of shows you all these images from the Harry Potter movies, and it kind of gives you like a little overview of what like the story of Harry Potter is in like images and music and little sound bits, and it was really awesome. And then the wall on the side opened up, and there's the Hogwarts Express, and there's all this fog, and it looks like you're like outside, kind of like with plants and trees and stuff. And so you get to go, then you start to go into the exhibit. It looks so cool because just everybody, like when the thing opened, everybody was like, oh my gosh. So it was really cool. Go through the exhibit, and you get to see how much detail was put into these movies. And as somebody who like studies film, and I know, like, I kind of know what everybody on a film set does, kind of, or at least I'm supposed to. Just somebody who's really involved with movies, I just love seeing this stuff. Like, I love looking at all the props and all the costumes. Oh my gosh, the costumes were my absolute favorite. Like, I love costumes, and I'm like, I would love to be a movie costume designer for something like this. So just seeing all the costumes was awesome. And just everything was so detailed, like all the books and all the sets. Like, one of my favorite sets was Harry and Ron's dorm. So it had like their beds and like set up next to it like posters and stuff. And it was really awesome. And you got to see some of like Ron's trunk and like what will be in there. And there were like comics and books, and it was just so cool. I think one of my favorite parts of the exhibit was actually the Gilderoy Lockhart stuff, because it was just so hilarious, because Gilderoy Lockhart is so self-centered, and they just really made that come through in all of his stuff. Like, the covers to his books were just like these really cheesy photos of him like looking like he's scared or something, and like there's this huge portrait that they have, and I think it's in his office, but it's like a picture of him like painting a self-portrait of himself, and it's just like so narcissistic, and it's just so fun. Another thing that was really cool was there was like some interactive stuff that you got to do. Like, they had a few pots of like mandrakes, so you got to grab the mandrake and like pull it out of the pot, and then it screamed, or screeched or whatever, so that was really fun and really creepy. They were like really rubbery, so it was creepy to touch, but still fun to play with. The other sort of interactive thing was that in Hagrid's hut they had kind of like a model of Hagrid's hut that you could kind of walk through, and they had like his chair and you got to sit in the chair, and it was just so gigantic. I remember sitting down and I was just like, it's endless. And the third interactive thing that they had was in the Quidditch section. You got to throw a quaffle through the the goalposts, and that was fun. Like, I made it in both times. I only tried it twice because there were a bunch of people, so I wanted to get through it really quick. But that was really cool that you got to kind of like try Quidditch out. So if you get to go to the Harry Potter exhibit in New York City, you should definitely go. It's there until like September 5th or something, so you still have some time. And I believe the next stop is Sydney, Australia. So if you're in Australia, you can go and see it there. I don't know what date it's gonna start there. I think maybe in October or November, until like March, something like that. It's normally there for a really long time, yeah, definitely check it out if you can, because it's really amazing to see how much detail and how much work and how much awesomeness went into creating all of the Harry Potter movies. And last but not least, in the Harry Potter exhibit, they have a gift shop where you can buy all sorts of stuff, from postcards, t-shirts, magnets, toy broomsticks, books, wands, stuffed animals, candy, whatever. And I didn't get that much. I got some stickers and some scrapbook kind of stuff, because my book with my autographs from the premiere, I'm going to make into like a whole Harry Potter scrapbook, so I wanted some stuff to put in there. And I also got some postcards. I got one for the Deathly Hallows, and I got one for Prisoner of Azkaban, because this is my favorite movie, and just like this one looks really cool. So, and then my prized possession and the one thing I wanted to buy, Marauder's map. This was actually the very last one that they had. I don't know if they're gonna get any more, but they said they were sold out, and then I guess they gave me the display copy because it's really, you can see like even on the front it's like bent up, and some of the creases it's ripped, and there's a bunch of creases in it, but I still really like it, and I'm gonna try and repair some of the damage to it. But this thing is awesome, and I'm really glad I got this, because this was like the one thing. If I bought one thing, this is what it would have been. Unfortunately, I couldn't take any. You're not allowed to take pictures or video inside of the exhibit, so I don't have anything to show you. And I feel bad about that, but it is out of my control. But like I said, like 500 other times, if you can get to the exhibit in New York City, you should definitely check it out. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to comment if you have any questions or comments or general things, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye!